Hello children, how are you? Dear students, today the topic that I am going to start for you is very interesting and very important topic of English grammar. The topic that I am going to start for you is none other than subject, verb and agreement. Dear children, before starting this topic, let me tell you that in our previous classes we have already studied about subject and verb. Over here, a new word that we need to face is an agreement. An agreement between subject and verb. So, dear students, now let's start and let's see that what kind of agreement is between subject and verb. Dear children, subject and verb must agree with one another in number. Subject and verb must agree with one another in number. What kind of number? Dear children, a number may be singular or it may be plural, right? It means that if a subject is singular, its verb must be singular, and if a subject is plural, then its verb must be plural, right? It means what? Over here, my dear students, you can see that the nature of verb is totally depends on the subject. Means that if a subject is singular, its verb must be singular, and if a subject is plural, its verb must be plural, right? It means that, my dear children, you can note it down. Subject and verb needs to be subject and verb needs to be agree, right? Let me tell you once again that if a subject is singular, its verb must be singular, and if a subject is plural, then its verb must be plural. Okay, it means that there is an agreement between subject and verb which shows that verb is completely depends on subject, right? It means, or you can also say that the nature of verb is totally depends on the nature of subject, right? Now, my dear students, over here we will come to know about the different rule and regulations for subject, verb and agreement. Okay, subject, verb, agreement, rules, right? Let's see. The first rule we will discuss about. As we have discussed earlier, dear children, singular subject, singular subject, singular subjects take singular verbs, singular verbs, and plural subjects take plural verbs. Right? Let's see the example. Even an animal has its own territory, right? Dear children, this sentence is singular, and you can see over here that the subject is singular. Over here the subject is an animal, so the subject is singular, so the verb applied over here is also singular, right? And now move to the other example. Even animals have their own territory, right? The sentences, my dear children, plural. You can see in the first sentence, even an animal. So the subject is an animal, which is singular. So the helping verb that is applies over here is also singular, right? And the next example you can see, the animals is the subject, which is plural. So the verb have applies over here is also plural, right? Let's see the another rule. Dear children, ensure the verb agrees with the true subject and not with an intervening plural object of a preposition or any other intervening plural. Okay. Let's see the example. The box of Nestle's chocolate is missing, right? Dear children, let me tell you, here the true subject is box, and chocolates is the object of preposition of. Okay, let's see the example, my dear children, and after that I will describe it once again for you. Okay, let's see the example. His experience as teacher to boys and girls gives him understanding. Okay, let's see the example. The price of the new model vary from town to town. Okay, dear children, let me remind it for you once again. And this rule, dear children, let's say, ensure that verb agrees with the true subject. Over here, the word true subject means to say the exact subject in a sentence, and not with an intervening plural object of a preposition or any other intervening plural. Right? You can see the example. The box of Nestle chocolates is missing. The box of, over here in this subject, my dear children, the subject is box and chocolate is the object of preposition of. Okay. Let's see the example here. His experience as a teacher to boys and girls gives him understanding. Right? Over here you can see the students, the subject is completely, the verb is completely depends on the subject. Right? Let's see the other example. Not the example, let's see the other rules. Okay. Dear children, let me tell you, there is some exceptions are also available with some kind of rule and regulations which we will discuss later. Okay. Let's see the rule number 3. Subject joined by and are usually plural and take plural verbs. Right? Let's see the example. His typewriter and my radio were stolen. His typewriter and my radio were stolen. Let's see the example. Tony and Sanjay are going to Chennai today. Okay, so dear children, over here you can see that subject joined by and are usually plural and take plural verbs like his typewriter and my radio. It means that over here you can see the subject, his typewriter and my radio. It means there are two subjects which is joined with a connector and in the other sentence you can say Tony and the other one is Sanjay. It is also connected with a connector and are going to Chennai today. So over here you can see, my dear children, in the first example, his typewriter and my radio were stolen. It means the sentence, a part of sentence, his typewriter and my radio is connected with the connector and, so over here the verb applies over here is plural. And the same other sentence, Tony and Sanjay is a subject which is connected with a connector and, so the applied verb is are over here, which is plural, right? Dear children, let's see the other rule. For the exceptions, my dear children, we will discuss later. Okay, we need not to worry about the exceptions. We will discuss about the exceptions later. Now, let's see. Words like with, together with, along with, besides, as well as, including, in addition to, etc. do not affect the number of the verb. If the first subject is singular, a singular verb is required singular verb is required. It means if plural subject, then a plural verb is required. Right? So, dear children, some of the words like with, together with, along with, besides, as well as, including, in addition to, etc. do not affect the number of the verb. It means what? If the first subject is singular, it means if you will find any sentence which will be based on these words, you need to keep concentrate on the first subject of the sentence, and the applied verb will be based on the first subject of the sentence. If the first subject of the sentence is plural, then you need to use a plural verb. If the first subject of a subject is singular, then you need to use a singular verb. Okay, let's see the example. The television along with the cabinet the television along with the cabinet is to be sold. Right? Over here you can see, my dear students, you need to keep concentrate on the subject, the first subject of the sentence, the television along with the cabinet is to be sold. And this, the subject, the television, is singular, so the applied verb is also singular. Let's see the other example. Mrs. Paul with her son and daughter is going to the theater this evening. Right? Dear children, in this sentence, also the subject Miss Paul is singular, so the applied verb is also singular. Right? Let's move to the other rule and regulations. Rule number 5. Let's see. If the subject is made up of both singular and plural words, connected by or nor, either or, neither, nor, not only, but also, the verbs agrees with the nearer part of the subject. Nearer part of the subject, right? Let's see the example. My dear children, with the help of example, we learn all the rules and regulations very carefully, and you can use it very easily. Okay, that's why you need to keep concentrate on a particular example. Let's see its example. Neither the quality nor the prices have changed. Right? In this example, dear student, let's see. First of all, let me tell you the definition, the rule 5. If the subject is made up of both singular and plural words, it means there is not a compulsion for the subject that it has to be made with singular subject or plural subject. It may be made up of both singular or plural words and connected by or, nor, either or, neither nor, not only, but also. Then in this case, my dear children, the verb agrees with nearer part of the subject, right? The verb agrees with the nearer part of the subject. In this sentence, neither the quality nor the price have changed. So, the subject is applied over here and the verb applied over here. The verb applied over here is related with the subject. Okay, let's see the other example. Not only the teacher but also the headmaster is in favor of the expansion of the school. In this sentence, my dear children, you can see not only the teacher over here, the subject is teacher also available, and rest of the sentences, let's see, but also the headmaster. In this sentence, my dear children, but also the headmaster. The word but also, according to this rule, the verb will be depends on the nearer subject. So over here, the nearer subject is the headmaster, and which is a singular. That's why the applied verb is singular over here. Okay, dear children, all these rule and regulations are very important for you. Must follow all these examples as well. Okay.